Hey, hey, hey. Oh my god, this was complicated. And right now my streaming is fine. The encoder is not overloaded, whatever, for some reason. It was not yesterday, but it was today. I don't know. So, still you can see the title, Move to Linux. Yeah, again. This time we're playing Star Citizen because it works. Unless my encoder doesn't want to work for some reason. Um, but it does. Well, stop. But there's the game. I can actually just do that. You know, let's see if it gets overloaded. Right now, it seems to be doing fine. I don't know. Let's uh turn that off. Get that. And oh, the game is not okay. There was no audio. Oh shit, I forgot. Where's my YouTube? Keep above. Okay. Let's try to get in. Oh, it's gonna. I'm sorry. What? I need a new. Wait, what? We had a new full-blown update because there was an update, but I didn't think it was an actual. Okay, Star Citizen. Uh, road roadmap. Did we actually have a new update? And I was not. I didn't. Release view. That's what I want. No, May 10th. So May 10th we had a 323, and Q3 of 2024 we're supposed to have 4.0. Even for 4.0, the new Pyro star system is a tentative. It's not even. Why is Stream Elements only saying, hey, he's live? Jesus. Okay, so I don't know. So yeah, it's for 4.0, Pyro is a tentative. It's not even certain that it's going to be there. So, well, tentative transit system refactor. Everything is a tentative. Well, is it because 4.0 in Q3 2024 is a tentative? Is that why? Because everything is like, we don't know if we're going to hit the target. So, ships and vehicles, we have too many of them. Weapons and item. Oh shit, I didn't want to click. We have stuff like that. Yeah, core tech, weapon and item, ships and vehicles, gameplay. So we have fire hazard, engineering, life support, and solar burst. Implementing the solar burst natural hazard into the pyro system. Yeah, but it's in the pyro system. Implementing life support systems and components into vehicles. Implementing engineering gameplay into ships, including power management and repair. Implementing the fire hazard system on a select few vehicle. There's nothing about the mesh server and all that stuff. Let's play woman. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot we have all the. Can I just randomize everything? Great, that's me. Okay, accept. Play the. No, I don't want to play the tutorial. We want to. Okay, select the system. We have Stanton. I do not go in Orison. Okay, I'm done because it's so fucking slow to get out of the atmosphere of um of Crusader. It's too big. Don't want. There's Lowville, which is generally speaking a nightmare in Area 18. Also, both of them are a nightmare to find the starport. because there's so many things everywhere, and the UI doesn't tell you exactly, like, doesn't tell you well where the thing is. So it's probably going to be New Babbage again. New Babbage. You know what? New Babbage. Thank you. Best, yeah, play game. Confirm. So, playing the game on Linux, it works, which is kind of incredible. Just putting it out there, it's just pretty incredible that Star Citizen functions on Linux the same way it does on Windows. I have some slowdowns in terms of loading compared to when I was on Windows, but it's because when I was on Windows, it was on an SSD. Now it's on a hard drive. So don't. Yeah, just saying. That's the reason why. I don't know how. So I don't know how long it's gonna take for it to load New Babbage. Oh, no, I thought it was done already. Nope. I don't know. But yeah, gaming on Linux, pretty easy. So I'm probably gonna. I was gonna say I'm gonna rent. It's not a rent, but yeah, it's. We have some stuff that work. We have some stuff that don't work. On Linux easily. But again, playing games on Linux is pretty easy. Star Citizen is working fine. Elite Dangerous is working fine. I need to test more things. I started Amnesia. Latest Amnesia. I think it's the latest. I didn't actually check it out. Check out if that was the latest or not. Jesus, that is loud. But it works fine. We have. What did I started Amazon, which is an old game. It works, but there's some weird things that we need to be like aware of. But technically it runs, so that's pretty cool. What did I have? What did I get? I installed other games. I just don't remember what those are. Let me just. The game is going to be paused for a second, but I just want to open Lutris and Heroic. Lutris, I have nothing. Besides, I have EVE Online, works extremely fine. Perfectly well. And I tested Arcanum. Jesus. I tested oh shit, it's is it gonna tell me that it was not able to communicate with the server? I don't know. So Arcanum is working fine. So the game seemed to work. Okay. And also a game called Culture, which is a strategy game. All of them work like pretty fine. There's some weird stuff with the fact that they're supposed to be full screen and whatnot, so there's some things that might need to be tweaked, but overall they work, they play, the performance is completely fine. So I should test with other games that are not rated as good, or those that are maybe not as known, that maybe not a whole lot of people tested the game or haven't tested the game in like a little while. That'd be something that I could test. But damn, it's long to load. Oh my god. Jesus. Come on, please. But yeah, so the games run pretty fine. There's some other, like, in terms of software that's more complicated. Games are fine because Proton, because they all use, generally speaking, the same system. So it's like, yeah, they're gonna use your graphic API, which now the GPU can Linux can only use OpenGL and Vulkan, but you're not going to translate DirectX to Vulkan to OpenGL. It doesn't make sense. In terms of performance, it doesn't make sense. But compared to Windows that has DirectX, Linux doesn't. So you need to translate that to Vulkan. If it's already Vulkan, it's probably even better. But if it's not Vulkan, Star Citizen has a Vulkan thing, but I'm probably not going to test that on stream because if I do this, I'm going to have to reload the entire of the game, and it's going to take it's going to take forever to do that. But it has a Vulkan backend support, so that's pretty much what I meant by they all use the same thing. They generally speaking use the same technologies to run. So it's not actually I can do this. I don't know if we can see that. Fine. Hi. I'm right there. But how do I oh yeah, studio. That's what I want to do. And it's so yes, they use the same technologies generally speaking, meaning that you only really have to do one thing to translate one thing. So they have to translate. It's not exactly true. Okay, it's Windows to Linux, so they have all the different libraries that they need to re-implement, and that's what Wine is for, originally. And but then outside of those things that are Windows specific, the technologies that they have to use to translate is just DirectX to Vulkan, basically. If it's OpenGL or if it's Vulkan already, they probably don't really have a lot. I didn't really look into it. They probably don't have to do a whole lot of work to translate that because you don't really have to translate. That's the same API. Come on, game. Can you just start? That'd be great. That would be great. So yeah, games we are all using. That's what I was saying. Games are all using basically the same technologies, generally speaking. For software, it's a little bit different, and we don't have. Oh, the game is loading. We don't really have a whole lot of like OpenCL and CUDA support, which is how you would support a bunch of other software that need to do some GPU compute, right? Is it me or sorry? Oh, the game is running. It's weird because the game is running very fine right now. It's like 37 FPS. And yes, that is running really, really well. That is what it means. But it's gonna go down very fast, and I'm gonna have an extremely hard time opening this door and being able to get out. Yep, it doesn't open. Yep, so we're kind of stuck. I don't know what changed since because I played the game I opened the game something like 3-4 days ago, something like that. I don't know what we have because we had an update. I just updated before the stream, so I don't know what happened. And the game froze. We love this. We love this. Can you work, please? Yes, no, maybe. Well, that was nice. That was a nice stream. That was a nice view of the game. A nice slideshow, I want to say, because damn, it's worse than a slideshow. Come on. Oh. Hey. But now we're down to, like, less than 30 frames. Oh, 30 frames per second? 31? Woohoo! Try to open this again. Oh, it tried to open? I saw it move, but it's not 32 frames per second. Oh no. And down to 20. Oh, yes! We're out. No, actually we're not really out. I need to go to the, what's it called? The Metro Loop? Is that what it's called? Oh, shit. Don't worry, this is not Linux. This is just the game and my computer. My computer isn't, well, it's more that I'm using the a hard drive to play the game. Come on! Hello? Oh, it froze. No. Damn it. Why was that? Yeah. It doesn't want to. Call elevator. Yes, please. For the third time. I did press the button. Oh. Okay. Oh. Open. Nice. Lobby. Let me get rid of the chat. So there's some of the UI that has been redesigned and whatnot. That, if I'm not mistaken, comes from... A little bit comes from Squadron 42, if I'm not mistaken. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well. So it runs really well on Linux. Yeah, no, that's really not Linux. That's just I'm on a hard drive. That's why. Don't worry. If you play on an SSD, if you play on an NVMe SSD, it's gonna work perfectly fine. It's just because the thing's not being loaded. It's weird that this isn't multi-threaded. Like, that should not be a problem. That should not be a problem in terms of performance. That's what's weird. Because then loading it to the GPU, that's something else. But if it's loading it from the disk, because that's the problem we have. Or I have right now. Okay, New Babbage has been changed. The thing that we have in front of us was not there the last time I played. Didn't exist. But yeah, the thing is, loading things from disks should not impact your frame rate. Now, maybe you would go through certain things if they're not loaded. Absolutely, because the what's the name? The collisions aren't there, so I don't expect hi Neo QC. Welcome. So yeah, what I was saying, the collisions on if the collisions aren't there, yeah, you're gonna go through stuff. But damn it, can you? It's oh shit, it's back. No, it's not. It is. No. We are moving. We are moving. Maybe. Maybe not. What is that thing? Oh, that's a map. Is that a map? So yeah, even if it's loading from disk, it should not impact your frame rate in the sense that it should be loaded from disk by a separate thread. And so the main thread should just keep going by sending what it needs to send to the GPU. The GPU should be able to do its rendering. And once the thing is fully loaded, you send that to the GPU with the rest to be able to render the scene. So there's no reason for loading assets to be a problem in 2024. Maybe it's the engine that they haven't modified it as enough. And that's the reason. Damn it, why do you... I just want to be able to move. Okay, fine. This is what? This is a map. Okay, this wasn't there last time I played the game. Well, last time I went to New Babbage. But, oh my god. Jesus. So yeah, the engine that they use, which is... It's... Technically it is Lumberyard. They probably modified like 80% of it because yeah, it was not able to support any of what we have in the game now. But the loading of assets is potentially still the way Lumberyard would have done it, and maybe it's not that great. I don't know. I want to go to Spaceport. It seems a little bit better here. And as I'm saying that, it just freezes. Okay. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. 18 seconds. But yeah, the
capsule now approaching the station momentarily. Stand clear of disembarking passengers. Capsule now approaching station. Stand clear of disembarking passengers.
Okay. Can you not, like, all speak at the same time?
Station.
Oh, it's because the other thing just... Oh, sorry. The other one, arrived at the same time. That's the reason why. But, yeah, so that's what I was saying for the assets. There should not be any reason for the asset loading the asset from disk to be a problem for the frame rate, because you're just loading. You don't. It doesn't interact at all with the rest of the game when you're loading the asset. You just go on disk, you read the binaries, you put them in memory, so you create your in the engine, in the code, you create the struct, and you create you create the object, the class, whatever you have. You create that on the side. And then you add that to essentially the pool of the assets, and based on the ID and whatnot, so that the game can refer to that properly. And then you just when it needs it, you just send that to the GPU. But that should not impact your frame rate unless there's something else that needs to be read and written from and to disk that is necessary for the gameplay itself. Like, quote unquote, in real time, and that would mean that this would be slowed down to be able to accommodate for the loading of the asset. But it's kind of, I don't know how they do it, because the game should not have anything to rewrite and read from disk, or to and from disk. Read from and write to the disk. Oh my god! Let me just get out of the train, please.
Careful.
Oh yes. I'm out. Okay, so that I don't stay. Yeah, because then it just gets out. It just keeps moving. Okay, let's go up. So they added the F above those things, which is nice, because before that you had to use this awful system of using the mouse that moves the camera at the same time. It's not great. But yeah. Come on. It's gonna be better when we're gonna be in space. But right now, not that great. I really need to find a way to use my SSD that I had to use it in the computer, because it wasn't an external thing, and I was like, maybe there's some performance issues because of the fact that it's external and not internal, because my GPU and my CPU function properly on Star Citizen. Let me 2 seconds. The game is frozen, but that's normal. I just want to get my... Oh, what was that? Disk usage analyzer. I don't care. System monitor. I just want to see what my CPU and GPU are doing. So GPU usage. Okay, second. First is CPU, GPU, and then memory? What is that? Oh, it's disk. Sorry. So yeah, nice. And yeah, CPU is used. Where am I? So, okay. I was, damn, I was gonna say performance is kind of fine, and it freezes at the same time. So, the GPU is used sometimes high, sometimes up. When there is a freeze, the GPU just isn't used at all. Frame rate almost 30 frames per second. If it stayed like that, that would actually be good. At 27 frames per second in the cities, I'm like, fine, okay, no problem. But it would be better smooth than going from 27 down to 3, back up to 10. And where is... No, that is just food. I want the hangar. Thank you. Come on.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Why am I missing a ship?
Be sure to explore all new Badge has to offer.
I had a ship before the update.
Cutting-edge technology, or the beauty of our award-winning gardens. The city of tomorrow has a lot.
I had another ship. I don't remember the name. Which I had a ship, which I didn't even know why I had a ship in the first place. So, yeah. Let me just use the Drake.
Remember, your belongings belong to you. Keep a careful watch on all personal items.
Okay.
Your vehicle
Just because
has
you
been
can put a
delivered
bunch
to
of
the
stuff in
following
it.
location.
Great.
Please
Oh,
visit
I hope my it's Hangar 4. I hope my joysticks are still working. I don't want to have to deal with the configuration. That would be great. And it's sorry. Or oh, they didn't fix this. It's still zooming in when you're going back up on the thing. Oh my god! Please, please. Hey, nope. Hello. Oh. Yeah. Yep, stop freezing. Thank you. Okay, that. I'm gonna go through the ship. I don't want to go to the front because of the... Oh, we still have a ladder. Oh. Can you reopen? Thank you. Okay, here it's kind of fine. It's at 33 frames per second. But now it's back to less than that. Okay. So, let's get out. Where's the comms? Here. I still trying to find where things are in the new, what is it? I don't even know how the name, it's the Olo something, whatever. Spaceport, yes. Why is it in French still? I don't know. Yeah, I can launch, thank you. And, I need to, what? No, you. Okay. And now... Oh my god. I can't do anything. I have power. I have... Yeah. Okay. I cannot go up. Weapon system locked. Yeah, but I want to go up. I want to go up. My god. Option. Oh, where are the things? Joystick and hot ass. Yeah, I don't know why it's called like this, but whatever. Fly, movement. Yeah, everything's fine. But I just can't go up. I try to play it with Linux. Actually, playing on Linux is pretty easy now. Like, for Star Citizen, it's a little bit more complicated, but it's not really complicated. There's a script, and you just run the script. It has a UI. It allows you to enable DXVK to install the runtime and all those kind of things very easily. Then it installs the launcher, and that's it. Then you just say install the game, and it installs the game. This is not a Linux problem. This is a Star Citizen problem. It just bugged out, and I can't move. But then for other games, it's very easy. You can just install Lutris and Heroic, and that's very easy. On Lutris, you need to search a game because you don't have a list of all the games you own. But if you search the game, you find the game you want. Can you open? Okay. So you need to search the game, find the game, and select the script that goes with the launcher that you have it in. And I'm gonna go back up and back down. And then you can just run the script. It's gonna do it by itself. And Heroic, you basically have a list of all the games you have on the platforms that you can connect it to, and it's Epic Games, the GOG Galaxy or Good Old Games, and Amazon. And then you just select the game, say install, and that's basically it. It's very seamless to play on Linux now. Damn. Performance. This isn't Linux. This is my computer. But yeah, the thing is, playing on Linux right now is pretty much the easiest thing to do on Linux. It is. I'm not going to say that every single game works perfectly fine. Oh, no! Can you open? It doesn't want to. But yeah, there's some games that might not work, and this is why there's the Proton DB, if I'm not mistaken, for Proton that allows you to see if the game is working fine or not. There's some games that are not working that amazing, but for the most part, the games are just running fine. There's no problem. They're running, generally speaking, as good as if you were running on Windows. Steam with Proton. I actually haven't installed games for Windows on Steam. I thought I installed Project Zomboid. I thought it was a Windows only game, but no, it has a Linux game because I saw the game. I was like, oh my god, it just runs really well. Yeah, that's the native Linux version. That's why. But even if you want Proton, you can also if you want to use Steam, it's 4. There is also the games for Steam also have scripts on Lutris, so you can just install them from there if you want to. Because it's going to use the Windows version of Steam. I don't know if maybe you can install them from the Linux version of Steam. I'm not sure. Are you not okay? You're not on the ground. Weird, odd. But let's go back in. Okay. But yeah, seriously, playing games on Linux is pretty easy. Now, there's some games that might not run, or not run properly. Shit, sorry, that is very loud. But for the most part, it's like perfectly fine. Okay, let me turn off power. activity turn on. Sorry, it's not the right button. No, I can't. Man, why? Come on! Okay, so let's get out. I'm gonna put it back in the... I'm gonna store the ship, if I can. And I'm gonna get the other one. And see if it works. There's that, but that is not gonna... I should still be able to get off if I take off even with this open. Damn, the performance is not that great right now. So, let's go back up. And see if we can do something. I hope that I can take off with the other ship, because I might have to restart the game. If I have to restart the game, I'm not gonna play the game today because it took like 5 minutes to open the game. Come on! Oh my god. I really need to find a way to put it on necessity, because I'm saying that, but even I can see the drive activity and it's not even used. Oh, it's just because it didn't do anything. Okay, fine. Jesus. Okay, let's... Oh my god. I can see... Now I can see that the drive strength
to the
loads and
ASOC
stuff.
vehicle retrieval system.
Store that. We can store it. Okay, deliver. You want this. Okay, Mustang Omega.
Your vehicle has been delivered to please
For
visit us again.
thank you. Let's go back and 4 and see if I can do anything. It's there. Can I do anything? Alright, 2 seconds. So, you... Okay, I...
Welcome. Your journey begins now.
Ask
All
to...
systems operational.
Get out. The voice is very, very... I was gonna say loud. Absolutely not. Very not loud. Oh, this one works. Okay, for some reason the other one didn't want to. Whoa. Where's the button for the gear? I don't... Am I... I am gonna crash? Like... yeah, I'm down.
Weapon systems destroyed.
Weapon system destroyed. Okay, fine. What did I do? Okay, I can't do anything anymore. I can't... Why? What did I do? I hate when that does this. Okay. Okay, that is... What is that?
Operational.
So power's fine, shield is not fine. Okay. Nobody care. Nothing. It's just, there's nothing. It should work. It should work, but it doesn't. What? Let's see. No, that's not what I wanted. Let's see for power. I want power, please. Okay, we can see the mouse cursor actually flickers. Actually, no, you don't see that. Oh, interesting. Huh. I'm the only one that sees that. And I still can't. I still can't move up or down. Okay, that is the boost, but it doesn't do anything. Let me get out. Oh, and I didn't get. Oh, it's closed. Oh. Oh, geez. Okay. What is that? What is this? Oh. Oh. I think I'm kind of fucked. Because I broke this is broken. Okay, this is broken. Get back in. Huh. Oh, and the game is really loud. I'm just realizing. Just go down a little bit. I'm... What? Am I? So I'm not gonna be able to go back up. Okay, so... that's pretty cool. How can I die? Actually, I'm stupid. I can just stay out. Yeah. Get out. Okay, so... How can I go back in? I'm gonna try to get back in, and if I die, I die. I'm gonna go back in the habitat. It's gonna be fine. By the way, the stream is in 5.1. If you have a 5.1 system, you can watch it on. It's in 5.1 on it's in 5.1 on Twitch and Kick, and on YouTube it's only for the TV app, but it's in 5.1 actually everywhere. So. And yes, I have surround sound on Linux from Wine playing a Windows game on Linux. Weird. Okay, I'm gonna graphics. I think I'm gonna turn off certain things because upscaling, performance. Didn't do anything. Great. Everything is low. Shadow is high. Well, that's gonna be my performance. This is very loud. Just gonna turn that down a little bit. Am I gonna die right now, or maybe not? Maybe yes. I can't see shit. Where's the entrance? That's the question. Because I need to be able to get back at. There is a. I don't remember if it's there or if it was in the where you uh, when you spawn on New Babbage, yeah. But there's a place where you can have an entrance for vehicles, and you can also get out with vehicles. You can make them spawn there. I just don't know if it's here. Maybe it is. Maybe not. But am I gonna have to go back above the thing? Can I turn down the environment down because damn. Okay, I can just do that. There's no just environment, so the footsteps and everything are also lowered. I think that is what is great on Elite Dangerous. Elite Dangerous has many different things that you can tweak in terms of audio, which is really nice because you can redo whatever you want instead of having, well, this is all the SFX and this is the voice and this is the music and that's it. That's all you have. So am I gonna have? I'm gonna get closer to that because maybe it's right there. It doesn't seem to be. I think there's some. Is that something there? Come on. Yeah, my CPU is fine, but my GPU right now is... Nope. It's at 100%. I think that's the weather effects that are taking that are just using my GPU at 100%. Huh. Can I get under the thing and so I'm not gonna have any rain? Anything else? No? Yes, maybe. What is that? That is just the wall. Okay. So I still have the thing. Fine. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get in. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get in. Then I need to die, but I don't know how. I can jump, maybe. Okay, I'm gonna try to go around the thing. See if there's something. If there's not, and I can go above, I'm just gonna jump from above, and I'm gonna die, and I'm gonna spawn. I'm gonna be back on the other side. I'm gonna have to take the metro loop again. Don't want to do this. It's not great. At least the performance is stable right now. It doesn't load anything, so pretty fine. But I can't really see anything. And damn, it's big. I just want to go around. I want to find a way to get in. Please. There's the music in the background, but it's really not that loud. And I don't know why. Music is at max, so it's not, yeah. Chip computer speech, simulation, announcer volume. Okay, that's all we have. Am I gonna find something? Am I gonna have to jump? Am I gonna have to die? I think I'm gonna have to die, but I don't think I can jump here and actually die. It's gonna be the issue. There's water. Oh, water. Is it water? No, actually, it doesn't seem to be. Oh, bye, Neo QC. Mm-hmm. Well, well, well. Oh, Jesus. I slipped. Come on, let me die. We can see stuff. So here we can see New Babbage. But for that, to go back there, I need to die, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that. What is that? Why is this going up the thing? Is it an entrance? Probably not. Probably not. Just moving like that doesn't do anything. No, it's just no. It's just the architecture. Not that great. Not what I want. I'm supposed to see clouds, but I don't see clouds. Let me just see if I can add clouds without it being a problem. Medium. Apparently no, it's raining and whatnot without clouds above. Okay. That's, interesting, I'm gonna say. I can go around. So maybe that was on New Babbage. It's on New Babbage, there in the city itself, that I could get out. Also, is my phone with it still has battery? 78%. Okay, fine. Because my camera is my phone, so I don't want to. I want to make sure that it still has battery, even though it's plugged in, but it doesn't charge fast enough, so losing battery. I think I'm gonna have to close the game and reload the game. You don't want to do this. But hey, you know what? Maybe the Drake is gonna be usable if I do this. Okay, I was like, question, how do I quit the game? But no. Exit the menu. Proceed, yep. Hoping that it's not going to take too long to go back. Because I don't want to have to wait for like 5 minutes. Again. Okay. Menu. Nice. The menu is at 40 frames per second. 44. Okay. universe. Yes, that is fine. Enter. And it's gonna take forever to load the game. Unless the Asses for New Babbage is still there. Because I was on Microtech, so it might still have everything. Maybe. But beside that, the game is running like flawlessly, as flawlessly as it can. Um, because it's Star Citizen, right? Elite Dangerous, for example, is running perfectly fine. Absolutely perfectly fine. There's no issue, no nothing. The audio again is in 5.1, perfectly fine. It goes through Pipewire, which is great. Well, which makes sense because it's the thing that works with everything basically. Do I still have QPW graph? Oh my god, there's a lot of wires everywhere. But yeah, it just works. It just works. This is for OBS. Okay, 2 seconds. You don't see what I'm doing. It's fine. Let's put that back here. Okay, we're fine. And this is the game. This is the game. Okay. Move this. Okay, fine. So game, Star Citizen. Did you load? No, you didn't load. And so I need to learn more about Pipewire because you can configure it. I configured it so that I can send. I configured something, so that I can send the audio from my laptop to my desktop, and it works. It's only stereo, so I need to find a way to send 5.1, which you can do with false audio. And I need to see, because I don't know if you can create. So you can create a UI. Yes, you can create a UI for that, but it's not the UI what I would want necessarily. I would want this, but it's the ability to modify at runtime. So with the UI for this, but at runtime, what outputs things are sending their audio to, but without having to rely, first of all, on something like QPW graph or Helvum or something like this. I would want just the buttons, like being able to set a certain list of outputs that I can select for certain things. It's kind of weird to explain. But if you're on Windows and you've used Voicemeeter, that's what I was thinking about, creating a UI to have a set of inputs and outputs, basically, that you can control, that are always there because you created them with like Wireplumber. Maybe you can do this with Wireplumber in like partially. I don't know. But that would be pretty nice. It really takes so long to start the game. Is the drive loading stuff? No, I don't want to configure the page. Sorry. It's not loading more than this. More than. It's not redoing a whole lot. Okay, there's certain things that it's running, that it's doing, but for the most part, it's at 1 to 4 megabytes per second. And sometimes it has a peak, but it's really not that much. But the CPU and GPU are used completely. Well, completely, not exactly, but it's really used more than 50% for both. It's kind of weird because that has nothing to do. with the CPU and the GPU. And the okay, there's two things that are about read. I did not rename them, so it's not really that great. It's gonna take way too long to load. Come on. But the journey from Windows to Linux is not that great. To be honest, it's easier to start to figure stuff out when you don't have like half of your machines that are still on Windows, because I changed everything at once. So that's good, because I had a laptop that was on Linux for like a year and a half. Something like 3 years ago, something like that. 3 years ago, I think. And the thing is, you're not trying to figure stuff out because you still have your desktop and, well, what is right now my streaming computer, just right there. Both of them were still on Windows, so you don't have to figure stuff out, because when you want to do something, you just go on the desktop and it works. So you don't really try. But because now I moved to Linux completely, you have to figure stuff out, because if you don't, it just doesn't work. And you just have no way to do it. You could use a VM, yes, for certain things, but it's really a pain in the ass to do. The best is to either use something that is native, or like something like Proton and Wine that are specifically made for those type of stuff. But it's gonna take so long to load. Am I gonna wait? What time is it? Maybe still an hour and like I still have an hour and 40 minutes, but damn, it's long. Maybe I can just get rid of that. Go there, and I can, yeah, pull back some music, because the game is taking a long time. But what was I talking about? Yeah, moving. Oh, and now that I'm putting music and all this, it just functions. It just starts. Jesus, that was fast. Can you open? No, it's... Oh, yes, it does. Why is it that fast? Oh, that didn't load. And I'm gonna keep the music for now. And the... I forgot what I was talking about. So moving to Linux and whatnot, it's easier when you move everything at once. Because you don't have like a hybrid setup, because the hybrid setup is really not that great. Like network shares and whatnot between Linux and Windows is kind of a disaster. And actually, Windows, when you have an SMB on Windows, you can connect to it with Linux perfectly fine. But creating an SMB share on Linux is a disaster. It just doesn't work. I tried so many times, and it works like, I don't know, 1 out of 5 times. Like, I don't know, something like that. It's really bad. And... Oh. Are we good? I can bring back the audio of the game. But... yeah, SMB on Linux, starting an SMB server on Linux is kind of a disaster. And then you have NFS, sorry. which starting an NFS server on Windows is just not possible unless you have a Windows server, which is weird. Like, oh no, you can't do a share like that if you're on Windows. Okay, fine. But you can do one on Linux, and you can connect to it with Windows. But then on Windows it's going to be very slow, generally speaking. Like for me, it was extremely slow. On Linux, it's much better. Having a Linux server and client is better. Come on. Lobby. Yeah. So there, what am I still trying to figure out how to do? Audio application. I have Ardor that is running right now, so that is kind of being taken care of by this. It's even processing my voice right now because I cannot open the VST plugin UI on Wayland on OBS. It just crashes. So yeah, I tried on GNOME X11. It works perfectly fine. I'm on KDE Wayland. It just doesn't work. It crashes. Maybe on KDE X11 it works. I didn't test. Probably, I would say. So VSTs right now in OBS doesn't work. They really need to implement VST3 because so many things now are just available on VST3, not VST2. But apparently that's not a priority. To be fair, it seems like the audio part of OBS is really not a priority. It hasn't seen real updates for ages, and the workflow, it's pretty bad. You can have audio, so at least you can do this, but you can't even see the volume of the different outputs, like the one that you're sending on Twitch. You can't even see that. So yeah, can you? My God, it doesn't want to. So you can't even see the output. If you apply a delay to your input, to your source, so it delays it to be able to sync that with, for me, with the camera. So I apply it for my voice. I apply an offset of like half a second, approximately. I applied half a second, but I don't know if I'm perfectly synced with the audio. Maybe not. Not sure because I didn't really test it. And so what was I talking about? Yeah, the offset doesn't even show in the decibel meter for the source itself. It's applied after the decibel meter is processed. Meaning that you cannot, if you have a 30-second delay, it's not going to show. So you don't know exactly if you try to sync it like that, but unless you do a recording, you're not going to be able to tell, which is kind of weird. There's plenty of stuff. The fact that in sources you cannot add an audio capture of a specific number of channels. The number of channels is just detected, but I'm like, maybe I don't want the full thing. But when you have an audio interface like I do, like I have, sorry, it has, my audio interface has 2 channels. This is treated as a stereo pair, even though my microphone is only on one of the channels. And if you don't do if you don't modify this, for me, I'm doing this by using Ardor. It's not good. It's not gonna. You're gonna have only my voice would be only on the left channel. But it's weird. That's not what you want. So this is the audio workflow in OBS is really not that great. Would really need a big like overhaul because because it needs to. There's many things that you can't do that you should be able to do. Please, can I get out? Can I get out? Can I get out? Apparently no. Okay, I'm gonna have to do a whole loop-de-loop because I could not get out. We love Star Citizen. Huh. No, I should just. Oh my god, I should just be playing on an SSD, but yeah. Okay, so we're just gonna visit. We're just here to visit. That's why. We're not here to fly in spaceships. No. Who would want to fly in spaceships? If I can get out at the next station, I'm gonna do that. To be able to take the Metro Loop in the other direction, that'd be great. So yeah, the audio system is not the best. The video, to be fair, like the video. Oops. Hello. No, it's not. I'm not gonna be able to do that either. Nope. Well, I need to wait. The camera, which is my phone, it's really nice because there's a screen copy that allows you to just copy normally the screen, name screen copy, obviously. But what you can do also is directly get the camera itself. Either like any camera. Actually, I cannot see all of my cameras, but my main camera is there. And you can grab it I can grab it in 4K, and everything's fine. It's just right there. It just functions, which is nice. It has a slight delay, but it's fine. I think I said unbuffered. Maybe I didn't on this when I started the thing. But that works really well. You can, even with screen copy, send it to a sync. It's a V4L2, so V for Linux 2 sync, and that you create beforehand. And it just works. So I have the camera, fine. And what else? For streaming, what else was the problem? Oh yeah, I was using on Windows. I was using certain things. And no, I can't. Okay. I'm gonna stop this for a second. Can you?
Careful, doors are now closed.
Okay, no. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get out. You know what? I'm still gonna. Yeah, but if I lower the 2 seconds. No, that's not the. Wait, what? Okay, I have some weird stuff in my audio. I'm not gonna deal with that. You know what? Why is my mouse... Okay, better. And so streaming, yeah, I was using a software, I was using 3 different software for MIDI. 4, actually. One that was used to... I don't know where I'm at right now. One that was used to be able to control OBS via WebSocket, and it worked perfectly fine. The other one was to create multiple virtual media devices, and one was to get the MIDI from one device and send it to multiple different devices, like virtual devices. And the reason why I do this is because I also wanted to send the MIDI to my desktop computer, which I did, which worked perfectly fine. But you cannot have, on Windows at least, you cannot have multiple software using the same media device. So I needed to create multiple virtual devices and stuff like that. And one of them, so the last piece of software was sending MIDI to the desktop computer, and then on the desktop computer I also had the same software, so 4 different software to do all of this. And it was great, but on Windows, on Linux, you don't have even the software to control OBS isn't there. Am I going to be able to do anything? I just want to get out. You know what? I was just tired of doing a bunch of loop-de-loops around New Babbage. Like, I don't want to do that now. Am I gonna go through the floor? Is something gonna load magically? No, it's not. I'm just going below the surface. Yep. 2 seconds. And so now I am floating. I'm floating. I'm falling down in the planet. Apparently it's minus 30 degrees Celsius. Why? I don't know. Oh my god. Yep. Hello, 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 hello. I don't think I'm gonna die. I don't think it's gonna make me die. Exit the menu. Yeah. And so, yeah, the MIDI, I don't have it, so now there's the OBS MIDI MG, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. It allows me to do a bunch of, like, all those changes with my MIDI keyboard, which is pretty nice. Also with the voice, the camera, I can toggle all this with it, which works. But now I need to find a way to send that to the other computer. Oh! One thing that is kind of very bad on Linux for streaming, like very, very, very bad, is the when you want to capture a game or a window or something like this. The problem is that it's using, whether it's Wayland or X11, they both have the same thing, from what I've seen. It's the screen sharing. Why is Stream Element saying that I'm now live streaming? What the fuck? It's been an hour and a half. What? Why? Whatever. It's the screen sharing of Wayland and X11 that don't allow. Maybe OBS doesn't set it up properly. Maybe there's a problem there, but every time you restart OBS, you have to reselect every single window for every single screen. Screen, I think it might be working, but especially for the windows, you have to reselect every single window that you selected to share. You need to say, oh, actually, yes, I want to share that. Yes, I want to share that. Yes, I want to share that. Compared to Windows, for example, or even potentially Mac, I'm not sure. that allows you to just keep it there. It's once you've done your setup, and it's just there. There's no problem, right? It's gonna stay there. When you restart OBS, it's still gonna be there. If you need to restart the application, restart the game, restart anything, it's gonna stay there. Which is not the case on Linux. If I restart the game right now, if I restart Star Citizen, it's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to go back into Linux once the game is started to reselect the game. The audio works fine, the video doesn't work fine, which is kind of a big problem, right? So it's a big problem when you have a setup and when you have a like configurations and stuff like this. Everything is already done. For example, when I was on Windows, I had on the desktop computer, I had something like 20 to 25 scenes. They're already pre-made. Like depending on the game that I want to play, they're already set up. So I just have to use that scene, and that's it. But on Linux it doesn't work, because if you have 25 scenes with 25 different screen captures or window capture, every time you open OBS, it's going to re-ask you for all the 25 different window captures, which is kind of insane. Maybe there's a way to make it work that I don't know about. But yeah, what time is it? I don't know if I'm gonna stay. Oh, this is okay enough time. The music and actually, you also do this music with when you're a wolf in Twilight Princess, right? Maybe I'm just completely mistaken, but yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna keep streaming for today. Maybe I'm gonna stream later on. I need to figure out. I want to do some like learning more like programming stuff like that. Maybe trying to figure stuff out for OBS, trying to make it work better. Trying to learn how to do some cool stuff, right? So maybe I'm gonna do programming later today. I don't know. I need to set it up so that it works. The streaming, I don't want to, because I don't want to capture the whole screen. I just want to capture the actual windows that I'm using. But that's kind of a pain in the ass to do, especially like I said on Linux. And yeah, maybe trying to figure out why the VST2 window is making OBS crash. At some point, it was a double free, but I wasn't able to replicate it later on when I built it myself. So I don't know. And yeah. So maybe I'm gonna try to debug that to see. I debugged a little bit, but I don't. It was weird because it's the audio processing that was giving an error, even though that was a window error. So I need to look into it why it's doing that. But yeah. So I think I'm gonna stop right there. Maybe set up the stream again for going back streaming later today, maybe programming stuff like that. And hope you liked the stream. Hope it was fun. Didn't stream that much, but like right now I'm kind of like on the fence with Linux and streaming. I'm just hoping that it doesn't crash when I'm streaming. That's all. But yeah, so hope you liked it, and I'm gonna see you in the next stream. Ciao.